We took it, sat down with the head of IEBC. They brought so much food. I told you people don't eat because that's the problem of Africa. Our leaders know our problem is stomach. As Kenyans will die in 2027. Stop playing games. 2007 is about to repeat itself. And I feel sad because I'm the one that is called to bury these people. I've done so many burials. You see headshots. Have you ever seen the brain of a man pouring? Do you know what it means? He's shouting his pride. Usikuje tena. We are looking, it's a very critical space. We have a very demonized system of leadership. Our politicians here are never mentored. Ask the politician, who's your pastor? They have none. They visit churches like nomads. Youth for youth. Youth that don't respect their parents. They are naked online. Who will vote for you? I've been poisoned 7 times. My sister, are you hearing? 7 times. It's not a game. That's what they'll do to you if you're not careful. Kenya is producing bano and hugging trees. We are breaking records. People are breaking records of electric vehicles, of what? We are in the same world and we want our children to compete. A Chinese 10-year-old child can teach you coding. A 10-year-old child in Kenya. I've seen you are planning, you're over planning for 2027. You believe me when a prophet is against you. I've seen you are planning so much. Let's see if you see it. Ni mangombe tu, bado maziwa tu itolee, mangombe tu. When a politician comes to here, the only thing he sees, ni mangombe tu, bado maziwa tu itolee, mangombe tu, mangombe. Yani, wakituangalia wanaona tu mangombe. Imagine a whole professor saying, wewe Goliath, sasa ni unasema wewe. Ni unaongea wewe. People are dying, people have problems, and then the two of you are fighting in the car. And then it's a political game. They are friends. The fools are me and you. Have you ever seen the American president on top of a car? Have you ever seen the Chinese president on top of a car? Noma si noma. Nini unasema wewe? Have you ever seen it? Have you ever seen our politicians? Ati president wa Dubai, the emir of Dubai, akojia gari. Noma si noma. Hey, have you ever seen? Let me give you a Bible verse, maybe before they go, because maybe they will never come again. You want to go where you are celebrated. Sometimes go where they tell you you are a fool, because that's the only way to be wise. I left there, started receiving with proof messages from members of parliament. I thought they were telling me, some of them senators, and I'm saying with proof. Unajua kuna tupe ana testimony za uongo hapa. With proof. You know I was called and offered 200 million. See, it's being recorded. I want it to be recorded, I said. Another thing about the system, do you know something about the system, my brother? If you open the voting session at 6 a.m. and you set it is going to end at 6 p.m., right? Immediately the voting ends. Immediately you know the leader. As you set 6 p.m., president knew you, governor knew you. Joyo, hamutaki, because you want to manipulate your way. I want to address something that I'm seeing our politician. And I was trying to tell my brothers here, don't be offended. Politicians are like that. You invite them, they come, they check. And I was trying to tell you from before, you come, leave them alone. They have this puffed up, egotistic mind that even in church we beg you, usikuje tena, don't come here. You can't be begged to know God. Who are you? Who told you because you are president, you are ambassador, who are you? Who are you? What does your title mean? Governor, a member of what is it? Do you know who is God? It says the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. We are expecting that in a church setup like this, you should be running there because you have young people that are aspiring to be leaders. But you cut off your phone, now some of you have come here, you're no longer picking phone calls. What is that name you think you have? Who are you? Jirongo just died a few hours ago. A mighty man. Where nani? Mighty has not even been added to your name. You are still Jerry. Not mighty man of valor. Valor, if you are still mighty, what is the problem with our generation? This is where the future is. To be called here is a privilege. We are not privileged to hear you. You are privileged that God has given you an opportunity. Look at all this. By the way, in case you don't know, these are campus people. Don't think they are just people from the village. These are people studying IT. I'm going to show you. I met Erastus head of IBC. We're going to show you. I built a blockchain system. We are waiting for Parliament to call us. And if you're not afraid, call us. It took 2,000 shillings for IEBC to have one voter vote in 2022. Is it true? We built a pure system on blockchain. Can't be hacked. And I challenge you if you can. From 2000, my brother, our system used 36 bob. Mbadi say that we need 61.7 billion, up from 40 plus billion to run our election. I'm wondering what is increasing here. When we ask those questions, remain in the church. Because we have separated politics from church. And that's the problem. This issue of leadership started with Aaron. That is where it was separated. But all the way from Genesis, leadership and politics and church go together. The most political place is choosing of a pope. It's not choosing of a member of parliament. To choose a pope, it is more political than choosing a president of Kenya. Politics is part of us. But there is a way they have secluded it in the corner. Politics is a dirty game. Politics, how will you? Question, you have clothes, right? They are going to be dirty this evening. So if they are dirty, what do? Then we wash politics. We have the power to wash it. How do you wash politics? By bringing the right people. Not by complaining. Politics is dirty. Let the church not be involved. That's what they have done. That's why stupid people are in power. I share these things. We sat down with the whole, and I'm saying it public. Thousands of people listen to me, so they see my platform. I went, took my team, we built a system. Jesse, you are here, and Kibaki. We took it, sat down with the head of IBC. They brought so much food. I told you people don't eat, because that's the problem of Africa. Our leaders know our problem is stomach. We have our wives who cook for us. We've come here for business. Kenyans will die in 2027. Stop playing games! 2007 is about to repeat itself. And I feel sad because I'm the one that is called to bury these people. I've done so many burials. You see headshots. Have you ever seen the brain of a man pouring? Do you know what it means? And you want to come here and play politics? We are looking for leaders. And excuse me, if shouting is pride, usikuje tena. We are looking, it's a very critical space. After doing that meeting, my car was shot at. How do you explain it? Because the cartel that imports papers doesn't want it. The cartel that imports ink. You know, we have a generation of foolish people. You push them into leadership. You want good governance. How do you put a thief and when he steals you? We open our doors. And then they will come here on the 4th year wakuja hapa, mimi napigania kiti ya MCA. MCA ni nini? Mimi napigania kiti ya kusaidia watu. Let that seat of an MCA help people. Let it not be to empower you to go to take your children to Bribe. We have a very demonized system of leadership. Our politicians here are never mentored. Ask the politician, who's your pastor? They have none. They visit churches like nomads. Because it's just numbers. It's a game for us. I vowed, sister, to stand here, and all of you that have stood is a privilege. No one stands here. I don't want nonsense. Because me, when God is going to call me, you're not going to be there. I'm going to answer for thousands of people. Now we have a system from 2,000 Kenya shillings all the way to 36 shillings. A system that can be used approximately 780 million. Do the math. All the way from 61 billion. Why would your member of parliament not allow it? We asked them to do the by-elections. They refused. Because we would have shown you who really won. We are not here to talk. We are here to offer solutions. We are not just people that speak on the street. When you see a problem, you offer the solution. Don't just talk on TikTok. Oh, youth for youth. Youth wagani, watu ovyo, mulingia parliament kukula mchele. Mafala. Yani unaenda tu parliament, the only thing you are seeing, politicians are there, don't beat them. You could have rounded them and told them, sign a bill that says if you are caught bribing or if you have taken money, you'll be hanged. They would have signed at that time. Youth for youth. Youth that don't respect their parents, they are naked online. Who will vote for you? Ask a youth what's the GDP of Kenya. Okay, you want to be a member of parliament. Brother, did I not challenge you? Did we not have a night discussion, me and you? Did you see the power of that discussion? Does it mean you're a fool? I opened you up to your own place you want to run. I asked you, okay, you want to be a member of parliament. What's the GDP? You didn't know. But now, look at the homework you did. Now I can proudly tell people, vote for this man. Because you found minerals that are in that place. But now we want to just run. No knowledge about anywhere. What's the GDP of Kenya? Ask young people. Because church is just a place, Jesus is already highly lifted. It's not you that's starting. And these things make me angry because we don't know where to separate leadership and emotional problems. The first opposition leader is Lucifer. The first war took place in heaven. The first coup is in heaven. Jeremiah 29:11. I know the plans. God is a God of plans. Ask politician, what's the plan of your place? Tunataka kuongeza barabara. Talu oil was launched. Whose car has ever used the oil in Kenya? Hata hatujui inaenda ngapi. Hata hatujui kama kuna oil. Sasa they have found gold now. The solution is to remove those people. I don't know what kind of leadership we have. That the solution is not to come here and see gold. And the solution, all the leaders, PhD. Remove those people, then bring a foreign company to mine. Why? Because Kenya does not have, say what they like telling you, the equipment. But we lose 2.5, we lose over 2 billion a day. I wonder how much those equipments are. But no one can bring that equipment here and have those people mine themselves. You're talking about housing? The biggest companies, let me give you a little homework. Can I continue and keep quiet? Let me give you a little homework. 2015, or rather let me repeat it, 2001, China is finally given an opportunity to join the WTO, World Trade Organization. China was never there. That particular time, approximately the GDP of China is approximately 1.8 trillion. Need I say the Kimwarer? You know, the problem with our leaders, they know we are stupid. They know. So, if a problem appears, they will pretend as if they are fighting up here. You know they are friends in the night, they sleep in the same bed. So the Kimwarer Dam issue has never been resolved. China started with 22 dams. Can I tell you how many dams China has? China has 22,000 dams. One dam produces 16,000. Just imagine the power. The whole of Kenya is not even up to 3. 1, 2, 3. China is looking at approximately 2 million. And then you are thinking on the same level. Africa is a consumer-based continent. We eat more than we produce. And anytime you eat more than you produce, you become a slave. So 2001, China joins the World Trade Organization. They are now given an opportunity to trade their goods globally. Hear my statement. China is not known. They are not known for power lines. They are not known for anything. But they have a visionary leader with visionary leadership. You don't need to be born again. In fact, what shocks me is that our politicians are born again with the kind of Kenya we have. How do you stand in a rally and say, Bwana Yesu asifiwe, Mungu ni mwega? And then tomorrow you're the one bribing people. What kind of generation is this? But you don't like the truth. I know you even want to cut my head. I know. Jehovah rebuke you. You don't like the truth. You hate men. And I know even right now there are people that are saying, Ikinakyo kinajifanya. Let me tell you, I was lifted before I knew you. I plan to only know Jesus. He's my refuge and he's my strength. If I have Jesus, I have everything. But we have a generation. You tell them one little truth. What a nuna. That's what took the head of John the Baptist. Truth. Funny enough, my name is John. And I'm baptizing people. Just little truth. Tata tujaguza. Let me not even touch Singapore. Which I hear you talking about Singapore. Singapore did not become Singapore because of housing. Singapore became Singapore because of corruption free. There are 3 things that Singapore dealt with. And I'm going to show you. Finally, China comes into power. 2015, China comes up with a statement. Listen to this Future Leader Summit. I wish I was talking to Chinese. Because at least they understand the future. Kenya, we are building politically. Our parties are still religion. I mean, what do you call it? Tribal. Tribal parties. Mount Kenya, Mount Eastern. Hakuna mtu wa kuamini. When you are in government, why were you not shouting? Because you are eating. Because now something has gone sour. And in this nation, if you want to satisfy people, add a seat on the table of corruption. They will not say anything. I speak in parables to you. So 2015, China comes up, and I might be only talking to one person. I'm okay. God is praised. China comes up in 2015, they sit down, they come up with a vision. It amazed me. My sister, it's called Made in China 2025. Mark those words. Made in China, my brother, 2025. The plan was, by 2025, they want as many products that the world is using to come from China. They are not praying to Jesus. Now fasting here too. 30. 64%, 10 years later, of what the fish that the world is using is produced in China. Can I tell you something about Kisumu? The biggest factory is not in Kisumu, iko Thika. I did an analysis of how much money you are using to build houses in Kisumu. Most of those people don't need houses. They are already in their homes. When you say these things, munaruka. Because it's politics to you. It's about supporting so. It's about supporting so. When we try to give you wisdom, instead of calling people to sit down and deliberate, we are fools because we are talking. The solution to listening, the solution is to silence someone. I've been poisoned 7 times. My sister, are you hearing? 7 times. It's not a game. That's what they'll do to you if you're not careful. Unless you change the system, old dogs can't learn new tricks. When we say these things, Bishop, be careful, be careful. Come and kill us. We trust no one. We don't trust opposition and we don't trust government. June 2024, this year, I decided to go out and see what Maandamano is about. The person next to me was shot. That's when I knew. But you see, their children, they will never be on the street. So because today's king and presidents, they fight by a press of button and by a phone call. Back in the days of David, they took the sword. That's why they minimized war, because they are part of the risk. But today, the governor will just say something stupid, something tribal, create a problem between this community and this. The reason is because it's a divide and rule. We divide them, we rule them. 2025, fast forward, because I don't have time. China touched on 3 major things, which I'll tell you. Number 1 is electric vehicle. I hope you know Tesla was producing more electric vehicle. As we are talking now, BYD company, go study. China has the capability of producing 2 full electric vehicles per minute. Sije kama nyinyi mnasikia? Kenya is producing bano and hugging trees. We are breaking records. People are breaking records of electric vehicles of what? We are in the same world and we want our children to compete. A Chinese 10-year-old child can teach you coding. A 10-year-old child in Kenya is still carrying a bag with books they can never read. You know that green bag? Inakugonga huku kwa unnecessary. This version of me rarely comes up. And if you see it come up, it means I am being challenged. People have a bad view of the church and I hate it. When people look at the church and think our job is just to say, Bwana Yesu asifiwe, Bwana Yesu asifiwe tena, nimekuja hapa kutoa ushuhuda. Usitupe ushuhuda yako ya uongo, wakora mnaiba pesa huko alafu mnakuja kuleta tithe. Then let a prostitute go and sleep with a man and bring tithe. If money doesn't matter, let's take everything. Jesus, John called them brood of vipers. They hate truth and they love themselves. I have news for you. I've seen you are planning, you're over planning for 2027. You believe me when a prophet is against you. I've seen you are planning so much. Let's see if you see it. Jehovah is not taking games anymore. You don't know when a spirit is against you. Politicians think they are too big. Wait until Jehovah comes against you. Your whole family will be blotted out. Because today there is no fear. There is no fear of God. Church became a hub where anything goes. Anyone says what they want. Back in those days, Ananias and Sapphira were bribing just to hide money. They died on the spot. That is what I'm asking. So that people will not aspire to be politicians, because the easiest way to make money, be a politician. They come and see us with choppers, and they are seeing people, talking to people that have no food. I saw one stepping on mud at their building someone. Is it a hospital or a school? Building a school. The amount of money it took that person to get there. Why wouldn't you have just donated and stopped going? And you are so happy. I say, oh, Africa. Wajinga sisi. The Bible asks a question. Ask your neighbor. The Bible is asking it. Who bewitched you? And I want to say this to our members of parliament and our leaders. Next meeting, you don't come. We can't beg you. We can't beg you to know God. No. My father was a very wealthy person. I hear people talk about wealth. Very wealthy. Ni mang'ombe tu, bado maziwa tu itolee, mang'ombe tu. When a politician comes to here, the only thing he sees, ni mang'ombe tu, bado maziwa tu itolee, mang'ombe tu, mang'ombe. Yani wakituangalia wanaona tu mang'ombe. Because cows are needed only for the most important part apart from meat. Yani watu wakamue tu. Imagine a whole professor saying, wewe Goliath, sasa ni unasema wewe. Ni unaongea wewe. People are dying, people have problems, and then the two of you are fighting in the car. And then it's a political game. They are friends. The fools are me and you that kill our neighbors and our brothers for tribes. How can you be my enemy now when I've been with you for 4 years? How is it that you're my enemy on the 5th year? Fast forward. 3 of the biggest solar companies are in China, made in China 2025. This was in 2015, they said it. Made in China 2025. 10 years later, 3 of the biggest solar companies. One of them can power a country, Kenya. One solar grid from China can power Kenya. 1. 3 of them are in solar. Wind energy, 3 of them are in China. 3 solar energies, biggest China. 3 wind in the energies, China. All of you. Hakuna mtu anaweza kiti tu asinicheki. Tuko na problem. Kenyans speak about their problem on cars, on top of cars. Have you ever seen the American president on top of a car? Have you ever seen the Chinese president on top of a car? Noma si noma. Nini unasema wewe? Have you ever seen it? Have you ever seen our politicians? Ati president wa Dubai, the emir of Dubai, akojia gari. Noma si noma. Hey, have you ever seen? Let me give you a Bible verse, maybe before they go, because maybe they will never come again. Let me give you a Bible verse. Contemplate on this and then think about Kenya. SHA costed 104 billion. I would like to call one of them to hear how much, because they have built it. I want you to hear how much it would have costed. But when we say something, this is what you do. Because miguu zako zimezoea tu kwenda. You want to go where you are celebrated. Sometimes go where they tell you are a fool. Because that's the only way to be wise. So I was seeing a commotion out there. I heard someone's PA comes out and say, tell me exactly what time is Mheshimiwa standing. Usikuje. Sit down and listen to other people. Sit down. Ati what is time ya Mheshimiwa ni gani? Time. Kuingia tu church ni kama ni hata kwa nyumba yako. You have protocol. there is time to enter the toilet. Imagine if we hear you sleeping in the toilet. Building that system, presented it to the IEBC, they checked it. The man told me something I can't say publicly. I said, So he said, we are waiting for parliament. Young parliamentarians are supposed to come up, push the matter so that we can table it on the table. Where is Nani? Maybe before our leaders go, 1 minute. Where is our, Kenya hapa waone nini tumefanya? I left there, started receiving with proof messages from members of parliament. I thought they were telling me, some of them senators, and I'm saying with proof. Unajua kuna tupe ana testimony za uongo hapa. With proof. You know I was called and offered 200 million. See, it's being recorded. I want it to be recorded, I said. I thought it was, yes, so let's take the money and build the system. They want to take it and kill it. Cartels. But when you shout these things, stick to the gospel. Because the gospel is anything that has nothing to do with leadership. So the question I want to ask you, my sister, some of these people are coming from Resambu by there. I can make them stand up, you see them. I pray, if you're going to be their leader, if you do the right thing, if you do the wrong thing, I pray against you. I was on Spice, was it the day before yesterday? They saw it. They have given us an opportunity on Monday again to now come for 2 hours, not one, to just show Kenya the system. This is the system. Now, what is the advantage of this system? We are even telling them, we will not sell. Take it. We don't want money. Take the system. Test it. They will go and pay bloggers. Even now, I'm sure someone is blogging foolishly. They will pay bloggers. This is the system. We can show you everything. Look. Sat down with Erastus, showed him the system. With all the commissioners who are there. All of them, they were seated there. This is the system. No, this is just randomly. Look. Another thing about the system, do you know something about the system, my brother? If you open the voting session at 6 a.m. and you set it is going to end at 6 p.m., right? Immediately the voting ends. Immediately you know the leader. As you set 6 p.m., president knew you, governor knew you. Yo, hamutaki. Because you want to manipulate your way. This makes sure that, are you here? The most expensive, one of the most top places, expensive places to do politics is in Kenya. I heard that they use approximately 600 million. What is the salary the member of parliament is getting? And what is even worse is 2 years remaining. So the member of parliament is getting approximately 700,000. They should know they used to be in those places. Bear with me but I know I'm accurate. Muongezea hata 300,000, mpatie 1 million a month. Ya hizo party. How can I pay you and then I still pay you to appear for a meeting? I've paid you 700,000 and when you come for a meeting I give you 20,000 or 15. Hapo sasa ukiguza, even if you are together, sema Bishop, see hapo wacha hiyo ni ya move around. So he's paid 1 million. If you do the math, 1 million in 12 months is how much? 12 million, right? Ahead times 2 years. So why would you invest 600 million to make 24 million? Is it even mathematical? We learned in school the law of demand and supply. Is it even making sense? At the same time, we know who is the owner, who has won. It means we make it cheaper for the politician. This is for you. Make it cheaper for you to become a governor because you no longer need to bribe. When we say these things, Bishop, hey, Bishop, hey, Bishop, hey, Bishop. I appeal to you, our people. The future is not motorbike.